Good morning, geometry guys. This is Mr. Jeffries back again for a terrific Tuesday. For those who hadn't done so yet, hit like, subscribe, the bell. We're almost at 30 subscribers. For some odd reason, the school YouTube channel has a lot less subscribers or followers than my TikTok, because apparently everybody and their brother found that. It's like over 700 and something now on the TikTok. It's crazy. Now there's people from schools that I don't teach at that are like, fine. It's weird. Oh, that's scary. Okay, so that you watch my videos every day. So today, instead of doing, there was two more like definition laws, and I was trying to read the notes for them, and I fell asleep. So we're going this way today. All right, deductive reasoning. Okay, using the gray thing between your ears. Okay, we have to be able to justify each of our statements. Okay, just like you cannot win an argument with the justification just saying. Okay, that's not a good reason. So we have definitions, postulates, properties, proven theorems, a given, and a simplify. Okay, those are going to be some of our tools in our arsenal. Okay. All right, the ones that we've already studied was the segment addition postulate and the angle addition postulate. Okay, basically, you know, these are saying that this plus this is this, and this angle plus this angle is that one. Okay, so, and that's really all that was saying. But we're getting, now it depends on who you ask. There are certain people that have done kind of the lesson that we're going to do today, and they thought it was horrible. Okay, I love this stuff. I love these proofs and things like that, because to me it's a puzzle. It's kind of crazy. It's like you're given the beginning and you're given the end, and you got to figure out all the steps in between. Okay, I'm a nerd. Okay, just leave me alone. All right, we've got this written down. Everybody, for those who are actually participating today. Okay. Now, got a lot of things here. Now, before y'all move on, do I need to keep it all the same color, or do I need to alternate colors of the words? Don't really care. Okay, so we're staying with green. All right. So, by the way, you can shorthand these. Add, prop, subtraction, prop. Prop is the shorthand for property. Okay, so you don't have to sit there and spell that out all the time. You know, substitution, subs, prop. Okay. Now, here's what's bad. I've actually had to do proofs with no numbers where we actually had to prove that a negative times a negative is a positive. Now, that kind of proof I did not like. I don't like algebraic proofs. I like geometric proofs. Those are my fam jam. And so, you know, that's kind of what we're looking at. These should be kind of basic, like, hey, if these two things equal each other, then if we add something to one side and add it to the other side, it should be equal. Okay, that's that whole, you know, solving equations. If you do it to one side, you got to do it to the other thing. Okay. Reflexive, you know, multiplication, division. You can divide both sides as long as what you're dividing by is not 0. Things of that nature. Reflexive, something's equal to itself. Symmetric, A plus B, B at A. This is this. All right. So, yeah, lots of properties. And I know somewhere down the road in today's teaching, somebody's going to say, this isn't state property, this is private property, because that's all they can do. They can just say one thing over and over, and they think they're funny. Now, one person will say it, and then it will echo and echo. Now, that video, yes, pretty funny. To say it all the time, every time, not funny. Okay? All right. Has everybody got these written down? Anybody need more time? I've tried to dilly-dally. All right. The other one that I didn't put on there, distributed property. Okay. Now, a proof is a convincing argument that uses deductive reasoning. Like I said, in this unit, some of y'all are not going to do well because it uses thought and reasoning and processing and stuff. Okay, some of y'all kind of struggle with that. Some of that is developmental. You know, your prefrontal cortex and all that kind of stuff. But other than that, you know. Now, two-column proof, I'm seeing by a lot of the flipping of the papers that a lot of people are already done writing this down. But two-column proof, you're going to see, some of y'all have already flipped over, we'll have statements and then we'll have reasonings. Okay, it's kind of like I said, for the people that like law shows, this because of this because of this. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Bam 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 dun dun. Okay. Math in order. Anyways. No. All right. So example 1. All right, we're given this big angle. Okay, AOC. This whole thing is 139. All right. We're supposed to prove that x equals 43. Now, some of y'all be like, well, if we were doing this beforehand, okay, what would we normally do if we're trying to prove that x equals this? You're right. We would set it up like this. We would add the two angles together, and then we would solve. Okay? This is going a little bit deeper into it. This is actually justifying why you're doing that. All right? So, on your statements and reason, okay, it's always going to start off like that. Whatever was given to you, that's what it's going to be. Does that need to be bigger so y'all can see it? Yes. All right, give me a second. Whoa. All right, is that more better? Probably not, maybe. All right, I gotta lock that down. Lock it in. All right, you're always going to start with a given, okay? All right, dang it. Dang it, Bobby. All right. So we have that this angle is this angle is this, and the big angle is that. All right. That's given to you. How do you know it's given? It's in the drawing. Okay. Like DoorDash doesn't come up and all of a sudden give you this problem. It's like, here you go. Okay, it's given. All right, now the next part, we have to get probably to this that we wrote up there, that I wrote up there in red. Ha! It's true. You state what angles equal each other. Okay? This is AOB, which is, this is our X. The measure of this equals, so you actually have to write that out. Like, you have to say the measure of this equals the measure of this. There are certain rules you have to abide by. It's basically saying, hey, here in a second, I'm fixing to replace this with a actual number, so you have to give it ahead of time that hey, I'm about to do that. All right, now, and the reason we can say that these are equal to each other is because the angle addition postulate. Okay, or post. Yeah, you could write it as post or post. That looks like the angle addition po, like Kung Fu Panda. Thank you. Okay, I'm a big Kung Fu Panda fan. Okay. All right. Now we're plugging that in. See, you have to say these measurements before you actually, I know it's crazy. Remember, if it doesn't make sense, it's because they were on drugs. Okay. So now you can actually plug in those statements. I know a lot of y'all would be like, wouldn't it just be easier just to solve the equation? It would be easier, but it also would be easier to prove wrong. We're actually, as the thing, what is it? The clock it and the bring the receipts and all that kind of stuff. That's what we're doing it right now. Clock it, clock it. I don't even know if I'm using that right or not. Okay. All right. Now, that's really all we're doing is simplifying. So we can rewrite it and simplify. Believe it or not, you've been using some of this beforehand, just not really written out. Aren't y'all so glad I actually just screen captured this and just put it in there, other than me trying to like handwrite it? Yes, I know. This is what's funny. Some of y'all that with really bad handwriting is like, yes, I'm so glad because your handwriting's horrible. And I had somebody that said that yesterday, and I was like, okay, Sanskrit. Okay. All right. So we subtract 10 from both sides. That's actually subtraction property. And then I think I've got this zoomed in too wrong where y'all can't see it. And then can't have nothing. Division property. Okay, so yes, that was long and roundabout and stuff. And honestly, doing the algebra ones are not as fun as doing the geometry ones to me. Some of y'all are like, this isn't fun at all. Psycho person. Okay, but I know that we would have all started right here and we would have got here. You actually again, you have to provide your reasoning behind it, like because of this, not just saying or whatever. By the way, I hate when people say just saying. Well, I can say you're a dingbat just saying, and it's just as justified as what you said, you barnacle. Okay, so all right. Kind of the same thing, except it's with this line segment now. All right. And again, this is not big enough. All right. Those are our given statements, okay? We're given, because of the drawing. That's what we're given, okay? It's like, how many of y'all have ever played, hey, the Monte Carlo night that always breaks out your deck of cards for no reason. Okay, so you've played cards. You've got to deal with the hand you're dealt, okay? So, hey, you checked in, right? Oh, yeah, you need to go check in. You just bebopped into school? Okay. All right. So, we're given this. All right. What do y'all think the next step is going to be based off what we just did? Probably talk about the measurements. Not actually give the numbers, but say the measurements. Okay, good. A little foreshadow. Oh, look at that. AB plus BC equals AC. Segment addition postulate. Dun, 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 dun. Now, the two examples that we have today in our lesson are actually... there's more writing than what you would have to do for our practice stuff that we're going to do later today and tomorrow, but it'll be all right. All right. What do you think is going to come next? Yeah, with the numbers. Substitution property. Plug it in, plug it in. Yes, I took my special vitamins this morning. All right. And then we would simplify, all the way down here. Now, I'm actually going to stop the lesson right here because all we're doing is copying stuff down. And if you're not copied it down yet, you can just hit pause. So, for those around the world, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, hit the bell. Good stuff, good things. Roll Tide.